I'm addicted to eating rocks.
Oh, no, that hurts. If you guys remember TLC, it was really popular years ago on YouTube. I found it again today. Turns out they still post.
My name's Teresa. I'm 44 years old. A pretty day today.
Oh, her dog is so cute.
And I'm addicted to eating rocks.
Oh, no. I am not going to hear that. No. Oh, no, that hurts. That hurts so much. Ew. How are your teeth okay? No. Oh, I actually have to take my headphones off. I literally cannot hear that.
Eat some quantity of rock.
Oh, okay, her teeth don't look the best, let's be fair. They do not look bad considering she's eating rocks, but you can definitely see on her gum it's doing some serious damage. Literally, the sound is giving me goosebumps. I can't.
Teresa has been...
Does she have to find like specific rocks? Apparently, your teeth can withstand, I cannot remember the measurement, but it was like a crazy amount of pressure before they snap. That's if they're healthy. Is there a limit on rocks? Like, is it the more like soft ones that are more like dirt?
been addicted to eating rocks for more than 20 years. She was initially attracted to the earthy smell.
I was just out walking one day.
Okay, but that's kind of normal. There's a nice smell to the earth. Like, if you're walking outside after it rains, it smells good. Doesn't mean you have to eat nature.
I had no intention of biting into it or chewing it, but I did, and once I did...
Full mouth of coffee, as that gets said. I had no intention of biting into it or chewing it, but you know, it happened.
I was hooked on them.
Now, Teresa can't go more than a few hours without eating rocks.
Oh, no.
It's the grittiness of it and the earthy taste. I actually like how it feels on my...
Can you imagine going for a walk, like, with a friend, being like, hey, should we go for a walk today? Let's go for a stroll outside. And then they're just like, sure. So you're walking outside, it's just rained, it's all nice and peaceful. And then she starts picking up rocks and you're like, oh, I didn't know you collected rocks. Then she just starts fucking eating them. Like, chomping on them. Bro, I would never talk to that person again. I'm sorry. I'm not a judgmental person, but there is a line.
Teeth when I'm crunching them up.
I'm very worried about Teresa. When
As you should be. No.
your body can't handle...
Is that a medication little container? Isn't that for like antidepressants and stuff, those little pill boxes? She's walking around with a pill tube of rocks in case she needs them and a cup of Coke next.
what you're putting inside of it, it's gonna rebel against you.
Teresa's favorite type of rock is a mixture of several minerals, including granite. She uses a hammer to break them up into bite-sized pieces.
She does have a method. She doesn't just raw dog a rock.
About the size I like it because it's not as hard to swallow. I would normally take a piece like this and normally just put it in my mouth or...
No. Stop. And you know what's interesting? She always uses the same side of her mouth for all of these videos. And we haven't seen her teeth on that side. We've only seen her teeth on the other side. We don't know how destroyed this is.
Or just put the whole piece in my mouth and...
Did anyone ever watch Merlin, the BBC show? There's that episode with the witch doctor that's basically trying to prove that everyone has magic. One of the dudes who actually does have magic goes to him at night and puts a spell on him so that he'll actually cough up frogs in front of the king, so that the king's like, oh wait, you have magic. All these people you've just been falsely accusing because you're actually the one that has this magic, not them. He basically like coughs up a frog. And it looks exactly the same as this looked as she took it out of her mouth. Can we convert that out of freedom unit? Just under 1 kilo of rocks a day. That's a lot of rocks.
I'm not ashamed of it, so it doesn't really bother me.
Wait, I fully thought she just ate like the jewelry. Like, I thought there was like those precious gemstones in the jewelry. I thought she was just chomping on them and I was like, you need to pay for that. Can you imagine walking around and just seeing this woman just like taking handfuls of these medications in public and not realizing it's rocks because it's an orange container, so you can't actually see the rocks unless you're close to it. So it just looks like this woman's walking around just like heaping medication into her mouth. Like, just going for it. I respect that you're not ashamed of it and that you're just gonna own it because like, you know, that's, if you're gonna be weird, be confident about it.
I do eat more rocks when I'm nervous or upset. It does like bring me down and makes me feel more calm.
Stop showing scenes of her biting into it. I can't deal with it.
Mom eats rocks. It's kind of like she goes to La La Land. She doesn't seem to be paying attention to anything going on.
Are we talking about the same rocks right now?
Teresa even drives up to an hour away to reach the rocks that make her mouth water.
This is one of my places that I come to get the rocks. I like it because it's actually in the dirt banks. People have told me to worry about animals using the bathroom and things like that.
I think you have other things to worry about. I genuinely think that animals peeing on these rocks is the absolute least of your concerns. I really want to know why she looks like she's in such good health. Like, her teeth do not look that bad. Her skin is pretty clear. She does not look like she's super unhealthy. Like, she doesn't look like the image of health, but she doesn't look like super unhealthy, considering her diet is mostly rocks. I wonder how many calories are in rocks. Maybe there's an actual like science behind this. Maybe this isn't as bad as what I'm thinking. Just eat rocks and it has nutrients in it and you just vibe it out. Maybe I'm just being a hater. Maybe this is fine. No, it's not fine. It's so wrong.
Oil leaks or anything that might get.
She doesn't even wash it? Okay, maybe animal stuff is something you need to worry about, because I fully thought she was washing it, breaking it up, and putting it into these test tubes. I didn't think she was just picking it up and eating it.
I don't care to wash them.
Extra flavor.
I've had a tooth break before from eating.
No shit. I would never have expected you to say that. Eating rocks isn't good for your teeth? Who knew?
I've had a lot of stomach pain. I've had blood in my stools and trouble with going to the bathroom.
Okay, I take back everything I said about health before. She is definitely going through it.
I've told my mom many times what could happen to her. She's taken it pretty lightly, I think.
He actually aggravates me. Anytime he finds my rocks, he throws them away.
Good son. Good son. You see, this is what you should be doing. This is the thing that I have with a lot of these addiction videos. The kids almost enable it, that they're kind of like, oh, they could be doing worse, or oh, it's not that bad. It's not like actively killing them. They could be doing far worse. So it's actually very refreshing to see one of the kids like, you know, be like, okay, stop.
Don't throw them away, please.
I think it's going to take all of us, her friends, her family, everyone to say, you need to put these away.
I'm not ready to stop, and I don't think there's anything that would make me stop.
Oh, stop.
Her family and friends have confronted her about her addiction and want her to see a doctor. Teresa agreed, but doesn't think she's ready to quit.
My main fear is that the doctor might say,
You see, I never considered that doctors have to deal with stuff like this. Like, when you think doctors, you didn't have to see weird bodily stuff and weird stuff. But can you imagine having to, like, sit there, you've had a rough morning, a lot of stuff's happened, and you get to work and you have to sit there and listen to someone talk about how much they enjoy eating rocks. There's gotta be a line where you just tell your client to shut the fuck up.
You're experiencing some stomach discomfort, correct?
just pain in general.
Just pain.
Yes, it doesn't really bother me that much, so
Pain doesn't bother you.
no ma'am.
Clearly it doesn't. What's with that smile?
That's an unusual response.
It is a very unusual. Everything about this is unusual, let's be honest.
Are you aware of what eating rocks may do to you?
Not really, no.
Okay, you take these, which are your little pieces, okay, that you've ground up. When you swallow them and you run them through your system, you get them down to an area where they can accumulate. They don't necessarily stay small. They can form concrete. And now they get to be this big.
What? So what you're saying is she's gonna be shitting bricks. No, but that's... you would feel so sick.
And then they get to be this big. That
Where did you pull that out?
can cause your death.
Can you imagine how much that would hurt? Holy shit. I mean, I know she said pain doesn't faze her, but imagine trying to pass that through. You couldn't. Like, your body would try to get rid of it. Oh.
Thought that all the rocks have passed, but just knowing how they stick together and can form into concrete, that does worry me.
So are you ready to do anything different? even consider anything
I'm
different?
considering it, yes.
Oh yeah. You just told me I'm gonna die if I keep doing this. I might maybe possibly kinda sorta change. Maybe. Not really. Like, oh, these people. Honestly, at this stage, like, survival of the fittest, and if you're eating rocks, you're not in that category.
The biggest problem with an addict is that they personally have to want to change. You can write a prescription and say, take this, and they can get improvement.
Oh.
However, if they don't want to, they won't. We can only do so much for you in medicine before you do have to help yourself. The decision is yours.
Good doctor. This is actually a very good doctor, because they're being very, very blunt with things.
I think my children are going to be very happy that I actually came to see the doctor. I do want to stop eating the rocks. I'm not
Okay.
sure if it's going to be an overnight process, but I'm going to quit.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Why didn't you tell the doctor that? You definitely should have told the doctor that. Oh. Twice a day? Is there a like weight limit on how much those rocks need to be? What if it's like, oh yeah, I only eat rocks twice a day, and she's like eating like fucking mountains?